smash the bell, and thanks for watching. Okay, so let me explain for those people who are watching me, the in-house people who are watching me, who are going to learn about the programming. Now, some people call it predestination. However, it's actually, we're in a matrix, we're in a simulation, and it's a program being ran out. If you do not know that you are asleep, that you are slumbering, that you're in a dream, and this dream is called life, it's a game called life. If you do not recognize you're an eternal being who's in a game, in a matrix, in a simulation, in a program, you will stay asleep. And in this game, your spirit will run out and you'll be brought back into the game when they reset the game. Okay? Whether they flood the earth, whether they burn the earth, whatever they're going to do to hide information so that everyone will be ignorant for the next game, for the next reset. That's how the game is played. Now, what this cipher and what decoding does, what gematria does, for those of us who know how to use it, what it does is it tells you the supposed predestined programming that's inside the game. Meaning, for those people who are still asleep, meaning you may not even realize what part of the game you're in. That doesn't mean that what's happening isn't true. Doesn't mean that it's fake. It's a false flag, but it's a real false flag. Means, hey, look over here, something else going over there, like all the wars that are going on. Revelation 17, Daniel 2 and 27. It's so much stuff going on right now that's in the program. So what I'm finna explain, without being an accuser, what I'm going to show you is what I see, because I'm not asleep nor am I slumbering. I am aware I'm an eternal being. I am aware that I'm in a game called life. I am aware of the players that want to control the game. Okay? I didn't even put the group's name in here because it's a particular family that's been running this game for more than 10,000 years. But if you don't understand that we never die, but you do get trapped in the dome under the firmament, and that's where heaven resides. That's where the place they call Hades, hell, purgatory resides. All of it's part of the program. Remember, everything you're going to see today is part of the program. I'm putting this out here beforehand to either cause you to get off this video or to cause you to be curious enough, to be strong enough to face the storm. And after you finish facing the storm, keep standing. However, I have to give this preface in order to remove those folks who don't need to hear it. Remove those folks who don't care to see. Remove those people who want to go back to sleep, so that those people who see it can see with eyes and hear with ears. Okay? So this is a program. I'm just setting you up for you to understand. It's going to reveal some names. It's going to reveal some principalities, powers, rules of darkness, of spiritual wickedness in high places, low places, in between places. Yeah, I said that because that's what it is. So when you hear a name, when you hear a place, when you hear some people, when you hear certain things, understand it's part of the programming. It's already set, unless you know that you're in a game. For me, I can change my program because I know I'm in a game. What's been programmed for me generally to play out, the outline, I don't have to follow it because I know I'm in a program. And I know no one can run my life in the program unless I give it permission. All right, so, and if you don't understand what I'm saying, well, everybody won't wake up before the game is done and reset. So it is what it is. All right, so let's just deal with Asheville, North Carolina. You see reduction 106, keypad 106, Calding 78, septenary 78, single reduction 115, reverse reduction 128, KV exception 124, and reverse single reduction 146. I skipped around a little bit, but what you're going to see is I'm going to do the 78s, I'm going to do the 106, I'm going to do the 115, I'm going to do the 124, I'm going to do the 128, and then I'm going to do the 133. And the 133 absolutely is going to blow your mind because it's going to seal the deal. Now I'm going to paint you a picture. It's like a collage. I don't know exactly how I'm going to. I may turn around and pull the ciphers themselves and put them on the screen, or I might label the ciphers as I go. But right now you're gonna. Right now I'm just going to use my voice, and then later on I'll come back in. I started going in my binder. I have a super big binder with ciphers, and I go in and see what I already know, what ciphers I already have, and compare them to the ciphers that's showing up, the information that's showing up. Now I started looking through my binder, super big, at 4 this morning. Now it's 6:08. So I finished looking through all the ciphers. I have hundreds of ciphers with hundreds of people's names and decodes that are always put in quotes. And I go in. I'm a very organized person. I go in and I spend some laborious time trying to see through the veil. See through the veil. See? I have eyes that can see. I have ears that can hear. And I know this is a game. Okay, so let me remove some ciphers real quick, and then I'll be back with you. All right, the ciphers you see before you is Caldine 78, Septenary 78. So, what I have for that is this guy here. His name is Doug Offman, 78. That's Kamala's husband. He's the first one that shows up in this decode. So let's look a visual of this guy. He is Brooklyn, son of an Ozzy Nazi parent. So Ozzy, if you hear me say Ozzy Nazi, I have to say that because Ozzy Nazi, Anunnaki, Ozzy Nazi, Nazi, okay, NASA, Nazi, Ozzy Nazi, Anunnaki, and the Anunnaki are the spiritual powers, okay, that's behind the scene for more than 10,000 years that do the resets. Okay, so you see this guy, okay, we see that he's definitely you see what his heritage is, but also he is also a Jesuit. Okay, and I just found out through Owens, her snooping, you'll see Kamala's name on here too, that she's not just married to a Jewish guy or Ozzy Nazi, she's actually one herself, Irish one. It's just, the rabbit hole goes deep, people. But this is just part of the program. This is the program. The gematria machine that's inside the matrix going to expose to you who's part of this programming. The good, the bad, the ugly. This is what we're looking at, okay? So you can draw the conclusion what you want to draw, but don't put nothing in my mouth. Appreciate you. All right, let's go for it. That's all little girl trying to say here. If I don't say it, don't say I said it. Okay? Because I don't bag down whatever I say. Because I fear nobody. Okay? No one has any power over me anyway. So, and if that offends you, well, sorry. All right, so we see the first fella, and I don't want to spend a lot of time discerning the hoopla that comes along with people like myself knowing how to see through the veil, the Oz's veil, Black Rock's veil. There are a couple names I should have put in here, but I did not. So let's move on to the next person or the next thing. I'm assuming it's gonna be a person. Okay. So the next person. Should I put show y'all his me pull up another should I do another cipher for this guy? Give me a second. I'm gonna pull up another cipher. Okay, so we see Doug Craig Wolf. Wolf. That's his actual name here for those folks who don't know the dude's name. Okay, he's born October 13th. I wonder if something gonna happen on October 13th. Makes me question. They do everything by the numbers. You'll know people by their numbers. You know a man by his name, by his number. You know this program by the number. And I'll get into that later on who's known by the number 666. Who's and actually there's one person in America that's mainly known, that's been on the political stage, known by 666. Nope, and it's not Trump. And then there's someone in Saudi Arabia who's more known by 666 than even that person here in the United States. Okay, and he's actually a prince of the Saudis. Okay, but you'll see in a minute. Well, that's more than a minute, but anyway, I don't like to rush anything. So those of you who are in-house, you see what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this guy named here, his reverse single reduction. This is his number here, okay, and this is the cipher that gives you that, okay. If you don't understand Decode, I beg you not to leave anything silly in the comment, arrogant in the comment, accusatory in the comment, because you're only going to heap it on yourself. You're only going to put it on yourself, okay. So if you say something silly to me because you don't have eyes to see or don't understand, or you blaming me for something, or saying I'm saying something that I'm not saying, well, you just have to understand ciphers tell the number of people's names. Ciphers are part of the program. We're actually in a matrix, and I know a lot of people, if you look at the Illuminati pyramid or the illuminated pyramid, you will see all of the players in the program, all of them. And I make sure that at the end of the video, and if your association is part of the program, whether it's from a lodge to a shrine to a building, then you're just gonna have to accept the fact that you're a side player in the game. You're not even a main player. You're just a side player that gets swiped off the game and reset and reincarnate. And next time maybe it'll be another group of people that get swept out the way, because this is how these beings behave. And truly their avatars are not human. And I'll just say it like that. Their avatars are not anyway, because we're all energy. So reverse single reduction 78, Chaldean 78, seminary 78. Now inside the program, if you get the cipher having the same name and the same number, that's very that's like not just part of the skit, or part of the program, or part of the prediction, or part of the it's literally like, just, if the glove fit, you can't acquit, okay, that's it. But remember, this is going to all pile up. All right, so now let me go to the next cipher, next clue. And this is the person that I may have to bring a picture in on later on. Can I do it now? Let me see. Let's go to the next cipher. Okay, so here we have Vivek Ramaswamy. He ran for Republican. He used to be a Democrat. He's very well off. I think he may be slightly a billionaire at this point. Over pharmaceutical, big pharma, made a lot of money, sold off his business, all that. Had a great spiel, but however, if you go into his education, you see he's a Jesuit as well. He's an agent as well. And also, these people in this program, remember we just had M off. We got Ramaswamy now. So let me connect these two people off the cuff about what I know about them. And so you'll understand what I know about why the cipher is saying this. Let me see if this is his name. I think this is his name right here. Yeah. So let me enlarge it so you can see it better for those folks who need to see it. So Vivek will be working with Saudi Arabia to fulfill his programming, his role in the program, the game called life. So because he may know he's in a program. Some people know they're in a program and they don't. It doesn't really matter whether or not who all gets played. Because if you're not aware you're in a game called life, and you're not aware you're in a program, you're not aware that there are programs written by your name, what when you came into the game, what year, what month, under what moon, because the moon's a satellite. If you don't understand that we're under a dome, a firmament, and everything that we know is reality is in here, and anything that's not in this reality we make with our minds, our eye gates see life and death in the power of the tongue. If you don't realize that we create this, then they'll continue to use your mind to create the world they want to see. And when they get tired of you, they'll move you out the way. They'll sweep you out the way, and they'll reset the game. They'll reset the money. They'll reset what religion's going to be on top. If there will be a religion, if they will combine religion, they'll write it in books. They'll just redo everything over, and they'll hide stuff, burn stuff. They just do what they do. Okay, so. And maybe they're playing Illuminati cards at nighttime, drinking and smoking or something on some island, and they're deciding that way how they're going to reset the game, and who's going to sit on the black rock in the center of the earth and rule and reign all the minerals. Who knows? Oh, girl, just saying. Vivek is 6'9". That's a yin and a yang. He's duality. He's sort of kind of bipolar when it comes to that, but I ain't gonna go into all of that. It's just when you deal with sequentials and numbers all the time, numbers with sequence, it's just, if you're good at numbers anyway, I'm good at numbers anyway, it comes natural. Came into the game like really interested in shapes and patterns, and it's just in my face. And I have a personal reason why I'm doing this video. It's not just for the in-house subscribers, but it's also for this cipher actually was like, you gotta do this video. And I was like, I'll do this video. And I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, could not sleep, and I was like, I already did the video yesterday acting a fool about the monies given to all these other folks, and how these people can't be human. These people can't be human. There's such a disconnect going on. I don't know if it's because of the pow. They shut down the world, and that nanotechnology is shortening their spirit to where they can't even tap into the real them anymore. They're so dead to the spiritual side of them. They can't even tap into the light that dwells within. I don't know. I can only suggest my opinion. So we see Vivek Ramaswamy. We see he got that 666. Please don't take that lightly. This man falling 3 times, spirit, soul, and body. He falls 3 times, spirit, soul, and body. That's what that 666 is about. He's falling short 3 times. He's missing the mark 3 times, meaning that he could step up 1 step here, 1 step there, 1 step again to make 777, to bring in a completion. But some people choose to be reincarnate. They choose to play the game again because they'll get higher position next time they show up. All right, so let's move Vivek out the way. I already did videos on him. Y'all need to watch some of my videos if you're interested in waking up in the game. There's another guy. Should I bring him out already? I really don't want to put him with this cipher, but I think I might just need to sneak him in there because I'm going to bring in a lot of 666s so y'all can understand what's going on. Okay. Historic peace agreement. That's 666 as well. I'm just going to do it. Okay. This isn't supposed to be part of the video, but this is part of what's going on. The economy of Francis. Who am I talking about? You know I'm talking about, Pope Francis the Jesuit. These are all the players. Okay, all the players, prime suspects. Okay, prime suspects. Nothing new going on here, people. Now this is gonna be one of these ciphers at the end that y'all gonna understand how the synagogue of Satan actually is playing a role. First, we already see M off, and you're gonna see that M off is, of course, y'all saw earlier. He's Ozzy Nazi. He's the J word, but he's not Hebrew. Those are the people here in America that gets disregarded because they're melanated. Not Joy Reid, not Roland Martin. They're not the Hebrews. They're just actors. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Judas will enter MBS. Mohammed bin Solomon. Prince Mohammed bin Solomon. Okay. A deceiving spirit. A spirit of deception. A son of perdition. Okay, y'all saw that one. And boom. So this is what they're trying to set up. Universal basic income. Okay. So this is all running off of Ramaswamy. But Ramaswamy brings us into... Let me show y'all right quick. It doesn't matter who the president actually is. I'm doing this like a little different than I thought I was. But that's fine. I'm just going to go with the flow. Okay? This is the guy I'm talking about. He's 666 as well. Not Trump. Trump probably wish he was 666. So he wouldn't have to have such a hard role to play. But their intention is not so great for him. So what I laid on top of this was this. The coming Messiah Mossad. So let's look at his number. So we got Prince Mohammed bin Solomon, like King Solomon. You know, the Masons are waiting for King Solomon's temple to be erected. Yep. Got some cousins who are in masonry, and you know, that's what they believe. Okay, so we got 66. This is the main character of the play. This is the main character of the Twin Towers, the Sods. Then you got Synagogue of Satan, not Yasharel, Israel. The petrodollar being backed by oil, our fiat currency being backed by oil. They brought down the two towers. Those two towers represent, was it Boaz and the other in the lodge, whatever. It's all that. This is a game. It's called, what is this game called? It's an online game that they made the character with a scar over his right eye, wounding his eye, but his right arm isn't messed up. But anyway, the program isn't going to run exactly the way they want it, but it'll run close enough, because more people wake up, the more the program can be shattered, and they can't get it exactly the way they want it. You know, they want multitudes like the Georgia Guidestone. Multitudes of 95% of the planet to perish. However, they're not going to get that, because the more of us that wake up, the more we can say, no. I'm leaving the game, and I'm leaving it on my own accord. And these people are not in the game the way they want it. They won't reset it, because the world is not going to end. They'll just make it seem like it's going to end, but it will not end. They'll just reset, bury, and just mud flood cities out and rebuild on top of them like they did here in America prior. America wasn't found by Christopher Columbus. It's already here. But anyway, like, it's, you know, that's just a lie. Anyway, let me see, can I go on and move forward? There will be a lot of other stuff that's going to happen, but these things can happen through technology. Okay, technology, straight technology. Okay, but don't fear, just understand this is a game, and understand that when you think something is, people are predicting something, no, don't be stupid, right? Don't be stupid. You're not stupid. Okay, this is just a program. It's just a game. I'm definitely not going over this video the way I thought it was. I'm being more informative. So we know winter's coming. See, so please understand this strategic stuff that's going on. The strategic stuff is to kill, steal, and destroy. You know, you can thank BlackRock and a few other people for that. This right here, this date here, that mini moon thing, that's dealing with CERN. Because CERN was started September 29th. The mini moon showed up September 29th. So I'm going to zoom in so y'all can see it, so you can understand that they do everything by the satellites, okay? The satellites. Everything in this game, a lot of stuff isn't what you think it is, okay? It just isn't. It's almost like me when I was a kid. There was a show called Scooby Doo, and nothing was what you thought it was. This is what we're living in, people. Death isn't what you think it is. Hell isn't what you think it is. Heaven isn't what you think it is. The Elohims are not what you think they are. The gods are not what you think they are. Our God, not what you think. And this will hurt people because it's such a time as this late in the game. How the hell do you deal with the fact that everything's a show? You deal with it by knowing you're an eternal being. You deal with it knowing that this is a game. It's called life. And in this game, this simulation, this matrix, you have to wake up. You can no longer sleep nor slumber. You have to keep your spirit full of peace and joy. And you have to accept the fact that, hey, I've been played. And on the Illuminati pyramid, what I stand for and what I believe is sitting right on there. And this don't make no sense. How the world does a game play everybody that's bound by some covenant or bound by some contract? Well, you're under a covenant or a contract. You got to get from under it. You got to stand 10 toes down and say, you know what? At the end of the conversation, okay, I'm in the program. I need to settle with that. It may take you a couple weeks to settle with. I may have to shed some tears for what? You may have to cry. You may have to say, why? Be glad you've been told. Be glad you've been told. So let's look at some articles real quick. And then I get back to the ciphers. Okay? I'm going to give props out to Watchmen for some of these articles. There's a lot of people waking up to what's going on, but not enough. Saudi Arabia calls for harmonized international efforts to ensure cybersecurity. Okay? Global Cybersecurity Forum highlights the need for collective action to secure the digital future. Please understand, people, what these people are trying to do. They're trying to lock you into the game. They don't ever want you to be able to lead this game under the dome, under the firmament. It's a game. It's just like what's the game called? The Hunter's game. Go look in the movie. There's a table. It's a holographic table, and there are people that's around the table and sitting up higher than them, and they're moderating the game through digital technology that's here already. Anything you're going to see in the sky is done through technology. Done through the spraying of the sky, the cloud seeding, the chemtrailing, the nanotechnology, the lithium, the barium, the aluminum they spray in the sky to shut down your eternal self. They want you to continue to bite off the poisonous apple. And the poisonous apple comes from them. Okay? They don't want you to eat from the real fruit of life, what comes from within. They want you to eat their fruit. Okay? The Baphomet fruit, the fruit of confusion, the fruit of concern about the body and not knowing about you being an eternal spirit that cannot be destroyed, that cannot be dismayed, and really can't even be judged. You judge yourself, actually. See, and a lot of people don't realize that if you're going to judge, if you're going to be judged, you're going to judge yourself. This is what's going on. Okay, they're testing your resolve. They're seeing if you're going to go into chaos mode. They're trying to see if you're going to go into rage mode, demon mode, like the kids say, demon mode. They want to see if you're going to go into animalistic mode. But what you got to do is you got to tap into that still small voice in you, that real you, the real you that says, hey, peace, be still. Play this game wise. Play this game strategic. Figure out other ways where you can rise above it all. You got to figure out other ways. And that's why I'm doing my part. Trying to show, I know I'm supposed to do this. I saw that I'm supposed to do this. So I'm gonna do it. I don't get paid for my videos, people. I lost so many channels, more than my hands and my toes. I've been out here for so long, and as I have awakened more and more, the more precise I get. Okay, so let's look at one more thing. Mm, there are a lot of things I could say. Let's look at this real quick. So this is Vivek, if you don't know who he is. Harvard, Yale. Okay, he's a Jesuit. He comes from Tamil, down here in the purple, speaking Baram. That's the same guy. The Google guy comes from Baram. It's a priestly class. It's Hindu, Indian. Tamil is a priestly class, speaking Barams. Him, Kamala, the Google guy, the CEO, they're all of the same clan. Him and Kamala, pretty much. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. When you look at Kamala's mom's name, they tell you Tamil speaking Baram, and this other guy as well, the CEO. And I've been doing videos on this, trying to explain the connection with these people. You know, it's just a connection. It's just a connection. So many of these people are so connected. So a lot of these people over here know what's going on. See how his feet are on Benjamin Netanyahu and Prince Mohammed bin Solomon? They know. They know. Because the synagogue of Satan, literally, these Americans who, like Joel Osteen, that's praising Benjamin Netanyahu as King David. I'm thinking, okay, he's a Mason. That's why he's doing it. Calm down. He's probably a Satanist. And they know who they're serving. So just don't even, it's like don't even get upset about it. Anybody that kicks against a prick, anybody that kicks, you got Eric Adams in New York started kicking and they pulled up his dirt. I mean, I'm literally going a whole nother way. I did not think I was going to do it like this. Saudi Arabia is throwing money at Neom. Neom actually is not, okay, let's call it, you ever heard of Nemo? Well, the movie Nemo, swimming with Dory, they're in a fishbowl at one point, and they're like in a dome, a water world. Well, that's how we live. Water above us, water in the earth, water around us. And it was an omen. It's an omen under a spell, okay? And Dory keeps losing her memory, like going to sleep, slumbering and sleeping in her mind. So this is on September the 11th this year. I tell you, the beast by the sea. Because there's a lot of Antichrist. And Antichrist is a person that's against you waking up to that you're an eternal being, that you're in a game, that you do not have to stay in the game. When you leave this body, you do not have to stay in the game. When the angels or archons come to you and tell you, oh, go over here with your family. No, thank you. I'm aware who I am. But they won't do that now that you know who you are, that you're an eternal being, that you shouldn't have to be in this domed game, that you're not playing any longer with being part of some Skinner rat project for the Anunnaki and their family members and many more. Okay. So they're getting their 15-minute city radio, I see. So that he can think he can get worshipped, I suppose. Most definitely. So we've always seen these maps, and they've always said, oh, here, this is how they're gonna push in. No, I'm sure. However, when you got something they want, I'm sure they'll do more than that. They'll do more than that. Okay. So you feel, oh, I'm safe because y'all. These people run deep. These people run deep. General principle, natural law. Natural law is expressed through 7 basic underlining principles plus an 8th principle which binds the other 7 together. These principles constitute master key to which universal wisdom, including the knowledge of The requirements to obtain what we desire is unveiled or de-occulted. Okay, so the master key. I'm giving y'all the key, and the key is number 8, infinity. I'm exposing the key of the game. You're trying to live under a natural law. You have to come out of the natural law because it sits in a program. What you have to do is be spiritual. You have to accept that you don't have to go along with this game's laws. Now you need to rise above the laws in this game called life and be the spirit being, eternal being that you are, that you'll never die. And because you never die, you don't have to come back in this game that causes you to die. Okay? Because that's what the game is. It's all about that. Remember I was saying Ozzy, Nazi, Anunnaki. Well, I'm talking about the snake, okay? Ozzy, Nazi, Anunnaki, NASA, Nazi. It's all the same, okay? Okay? The world isn't what you think it is. The sooner you wake up to that, the better it will be for you, okay? The better it will be for you. It's just the better it will be for you. Period. Yeah. Okay, I see this video is going to go a little long. Okay? 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 Unveiling Saudi, former FBI agents. I mean, I might as well. I might as well just, make this video extensive. Look at that. Look at that. Hope you know what I'm saying. Monkey King over there in Houston, huh? Trying to claim this land. Now, what you have to do is accept the fact that you're not going to be in the game, come back to the game, being reincarnated in the game. Whether you believe in reincarnation or not, that's not my issue. I'm not going to argue nobody about that. But understand, I'm telling you, if you don't determine for yourself that you're going to leave out of the firmament or the dome, the game, because that's where, look, if you just want to go to heaven, you're going to be under the dome in the firmament. You're going to be in the game again. And you may wind up being on Enlil's side or Inky's side, whichever Anunnaki who changed his name several times to this point of the game. So whoever you're serving, if it's an Elohim, which means plural, in most instances it means plural. Let us make man. Whoever you're serving, I'm sure it's probably Anunnaki in this game, because this game is a low frequency game. You're gonna come back until you realize you don't have to come back, until you just finally get fed up with. But they trying to lock people into the game with the pow. How they lock you in the game? Well, they put the geno something into your DNA. Okay. What's going in your DNA? Well, it goes into your membranes. They go a matrix right here. Look at that. Let me circle it for you. I'm so sweet. I know I'm so sweet. I'm so sweet. I'm so sweet. I'm actually taking out time. See this word here? Let me color it right quick. Sorry. Let me color it. Matrix. This is the mitochondria, okay? This is inside the mitochondria. And so when they pop, let me show you what I'm talking about really briefly, because I don't want to make it about that, because that mark is definitely something that's going to slow a lot of people down from being able to understand what I'm saying. Believe me. And it's not just this one, okay? So that gets somewhere in this watery world, inside your microscopic world, okay? You go within and go without, people. That's all I'm trying to say, okay? Yeah, there go the matrix right there. It's the inner you. Everything's the inner working. They messing with the inner you, okay? They mess with the inner you. Let me show you some more. The inner you, baby. The inner you. The powerhouse of the cell. Your DNA. your DNA. What is it? Nuclear acid. The fire in you. They're messing with the fire in you, the power in you. You know, when they talk about having oil in your lamp, I didn't mean to do that. Let me go back. Let me put that back out here. I didn't mean to do that. I want it better than that. I'm gonna try to explain somewhat of what I'm saying because I don't know how much time we have. I don't like that it keeps doing that, but anyway, I'm gonna just deal with it anyway. So I need a different color, but anyway. So we got the matrix. I said that earlier, and we got DNA here. It's discussing all the things that make the powerhouse. You're a powerhouse. You're a temple. Okay, your house is powered, full of cells. Okay. When they do that, pop, 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 they're trying to mark you. But what are they trying to mark? With the pop, 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 pop. They're trying to mark your DNA with 10-5. Can y'all see that? 5-6-5. Was it 10-5-6-5 or 10-6-5? That's why, hey, with okay. You say, well, I already belong to this person. Do you really know who Yahweh is? You know, look him up. Put these two people name together, and then make sure you. I don't know. Some of y'all may not. I don't know if you can handle it. Okay, but anyway, then there are others who want to mark you up unto death. Okay, Georgia Guidestones declares, decrees that. But anyway, and they got rid of that because they were done with that. Okay. They want to get in here and they want to mark up your forehead. Okay. Your forehead. They want to close your eyes from seeing. Okay. They want to block your light. Okay. Yeah. They want to mark your mind. I just showed you the mitochondria. Okay. I just showed you. But this also is your eye gate. They call it the third eye. Okay, spirit, soul, body, the connector. So you go within and go out, but with your third eye, what they want to do is they want to darken your eye gate, your understanding. So that's why they say pop, 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 pop. Okay. Okay. And that goes and marks up your forehead. Okay. It clouds your thinking. Okay. It inserts something in there, and that grows. It grows. It grows. It grows. It clouds you up. They trying to keep you in the game to play you forever. If they can do it. Forever, making you like a radio receiver, tell you what to do. Okay, they want to tell you what to do. They want to send from their towers, like the Tower of Babel, which the Tower of Babel really is. The story isn't what you. It's not what it's. The Tower of Babel is not really what you think. But anyway, it was a rebellion, but it wasn't what you think. It's just these people did not want to stay on the planet any longer. And so they wanted to climb their way out and go into the clouds and tell the Anunnaki they're done. But you ain't gonna hear that story. But anyway, they want to go through you and control you at the highest point. Okay, at the highest point, they want to be controller. So just like the Tower of Babel, we have towers now that look like, some of them look like pine trees, but they have all kinds of boxes on them, and people rent spots on them, and just like the Tower of Babel, to mess up you not being able to communicate. Oh, they got together and came down and confused their language. They confused their language. Huh? They confused their language, but what they really were doing was they were messing up their understanding. They were blocking their understanding because they were fed up being here. And they woken up to the game, awakened to the game. Now, you may have not understood that story, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay? Because what's housed inside of our consciousness? Well, I'm glad you didn't ask, so I'm going to tell you. So, your imagination is a playground, right? You can create things with your imagination, and you can drive yourself crazy with your imagination, or you make beautiful things with your imagination. But you have to be the master of your imagination. You can't just be tossed to and fro, okay? You just can't be tossed to and fro like the chaff that the wind drives away, okay? The wind drives away. Emotions, you have to get your emotions under control. Now, these ones that are full of loving the television, the television, see how I'm spelling it? The television is to lie to your vision. This is another technique that's used to blind and put those back to sleep who have awakened or woke up, not sleep and slumbering. Yeah. They mess with your emotions. They say, hate this person, hate that person, hate this group, hate that group. No, what y'all need to do is pay attention to who is running these corporations, bigwigs, billionaires, who understand the game and who want to come back as billionaires, okay? Thought. Think on good things, but be wise as a serpent and gentle as a dove. Don't be so arrogant. Don't be so cocky. Don't be so silly. Don't be so foolish that you must always question everything. You must always question it. You can't call everything the devil. I remember one time my brother said that to me. He's younger than me. You can't call everything the devil. That's when I was in a well-known belief system. Can't call everything the devil. Well, as long as you're down here and you've lived and not awakened to who trying to run this show, devilish, low frequency beings that love to flood and divulge things, you'll never come out of the childlike thinking, the rabbit thinking. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to awaken your memory. You're going to have to awaken your memory through accepting that you're an eternal being. You're an eternal being. Okay? Now, most of you know you're an eternal being, but you're sitting yourself under another. And you must accept that you should not sit yourself under another. Okay? That's an eyeball. What you should do is accept that we all are one. And because we're all one, no one can put you in a heaven or hell. But you can do it for yourself. They're trying to wipe your memory inside this game, dumb you down, cause you to forget that life and death is in the power of your tongue. You have what you speak. You have what you speak. They want to darken your eye gate with the pow, 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 and with all these incidents that are happening. Okay? Interesting. And you say, well, though I'm proud to be an American in this game, please understand. Please understand. Just like in the Matrix, Neo, please understand. There's nothing new under the heavens, under the dome, under the sun, under the moon. There's nothing going on in this game that's new. They just want to reset the game. Just like Jim Carrey playing in the movie Truman Show. Just like to show the dome. Yeah. I stopped. Didn't watch too much of that. I watched about so many episodes, getting on my nerves actually. It really was. It was just too much. Alright, so let's look. Osiris, the reptilian brain. Of course, we do have this flight mentality, brain part of our brain, where we're going to either run or we're going to fight or flight. Okay? It's all representative of, like, look at the alligators. Y'all gonna see that on the Decode in a minute. But just understand, everything isn't what you think. Everything isn't what you think. Everything's inner. They don't want you to understand that the machine, or the human machine, or the human flesh that you dwell in, is only to lock you down into this game. Without this machine locking you, this body locking you into the game, if you leave the game and you're not aware that you're in a game, that you don't have to come back to the game, that the game's under a dome, under the firmament, there are people trying to master the game, then they can lock you back into another avatar body, just like the movie Avatar, and the guy got in the machine who was in a wheelchair and he was able to walk in this other realm. This is what we're living in, people. But anyway, the pineal gland is the third eye. It's a sun disk. It's the quote-unquote serpent head. Be wise as a serpent. Be wise as a serpent. You got to use your pineal gland. You got to use your sun, get this, that light that's within thee. Don't let the oil run out in your lamp. That's what that story is talking about. The 10 virgins. 5 were wise, 5 were foolish. See, you got to hold on to the oil in your lamp. You got to understand that you are part of the one. But you are the one. Does that make you special? No, not really. We're all one. But some want to, in this game, master you over and over and over again, because you don't want to wake up to the fact that we're one. I don't call it robbery like I've heard in times past, to say I'm one with you. I don't see this robbery, people. I don't see I'm taking something from somebody. I don't think I'm sneaking behind you and taking something from you, saying I'm one with you. Nah, we're one. And once you realize we're one, you'll stop letting people master you through emotions, through your thoughts, through reading words that are spells, through reading words that are curses. Why are you saying the words that I read, that I hold dear, get in my thoughts? Well, because here in America, if y'all don't know, we learn through our thoughts, through education. In education, they teach us spelling words, and spelling words teach us spells. And then when you get a little older, 4th, 5th grade, you can really focus on learning how to do cursive writing. And cursive is teaching us how to curse, to make curses. Everything in what you think. And these people will continue. Whether they're reptilians, whether they're grays, clones, whether they're half this, half that, genome this, genome that, mitochondria, all the DNA strands, the Jacob's ladder, the DNA strand, the pharmaceutical snake on the pole, Moshe was talking about, Moses. This all stuff is symbolism to something else. But how many people at this late hour of the game, won't be afraid to come up out of her, come up out of being birthed in the earth? Sophia, come out of Sophia, come out of the earth, come out of the domed reality, come out of the game. Sophia is the game. You have to come out of Sophia. You have to come out of Gaia. You have to come out of the game, Gaia. You got to wake up, oh sleeper. Oh, ye that sleep. How long will you sleep? How long will you slumber? How long will you want to be mastered according to the flesh? How long will you be mastered? How long will you delight in being mastered? I've been there. When I came from being mastered, you know what I did? I literally said, now I'm going to have to, I let go of this one person that I was letting master me in my spirit. Then I had to turn around and say, oh, if I let go of this person, I got to let go of this person. And I was crying about it. But I knew, oh my goodness, for lack of knowledge, I was perishing. Why was I perishing? Because I was literally slumbering. Then I start slumbering, fighting with myself, trying to, this can't be true, this can't be true. And then the more knowledge I got, the more I said, I need more knowledge. And I tell myself, self, more knowledge. I need to see more knowledge. I had to go within because that was the only person I could trust at this point. And know my heart is not deceitful or wicked above all things. If you can't trust your own heart, then how could you ever believe on anybody with your heart? How could you ever confess with your mouth and believe in your heart if your heart is deceitful or wicked above all things? You would have to be the one to choose this day who you gonna serve. So that's placation as well. But we ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole. But understand, if you can't pick up what I'm putting down at this point, well, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Rise above the animal nature to our divine nature. You literally gonna have to come from being a chess piece in the game and not be deceived by the serpent to eat his apple when you are already more than enough. You are already more than enough. That story means way more than that. But a lot of people, billions, are still eating from the apple. It's like, is it Snow White or Cinderella? Not for sure. Maybe both of them. That's what those stories are for too. Just in case you didn't know. So this is sort of kind of how we are. We're hooked up at the back of the neck, which is the reptilian, the old brain, the decision-making part of the brain. Let me zoom in and show y'all what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm talking about this part down here at the bottom. And we're in a game. We're like in the earth's womb. Come up out of her. Now, I know it sounds like it's talking about the Vatican. Coming out the harlot church. Yeah. But that's part of just come up out of religion, come up out of serving, come up out of, what is it called? Come up out of bowing, come up out. And yeah, of course, you don't supposed to bow to Nebuchadnezzar, no matter how many horns and drums they hit. However, come up out of her, come up out the game, come up out of the matrix, come up out of your sleep, or sleepers. Come up out of terror and torment and chaos. So I'm gonna show you one more thing, and then I'm gonna go back to the decode. So this is the day the earth blew up. It's being shown in the land called Israel right now. It's not in English yet. I put scratch through that bottom part down there because that's the that darkens your eye gate, that puts a mark in you to keep you here in the earth, on Sophia, on Gaia, so you won't be able to come up out of her. Okay, you won't be able to come up out of her. You won't be able to rise above the game. You know, the hunter game. Let's call it the hunter game. Okay. It's just a show. Okay, just a show. 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 At different moments, they're all acting as Lisa Simpson. Pelosi is the one that removed Biden. Hillary was the one that did the Russiagate, trying to remove her cousin Trump. Kamala, you know, she's playing the dumb role. She's not really dumb at all. She just hasn't been equipped on how to play the role properly. That's on purpose. And then Jill's the actual president right now. Interesting, huh? Quite interesting. Now, when I mentioned earlier about the Jesuit oath, I was only mentioning it because I need to show you the Jesuit oath. Right here it says, I do further promise and declare I will, when opportunity present, make and wage relentless war. So you wonder why war going on, right? secretly or openly, against all heretics, Protestants, liberals, as I am directed to extradite them from the face of the earth, and that I will spare neither age, sex, or condition, and I will hang, burn, waste, boil, flag, strangle, bury alive those infamous heretics. So if you seeing this going on somewhere where you living, that's because this is their oath, okay? Rip up the stomachs and wounds of the women, crush their infants' head against the walls in order to annihilate their incorruptible race, that when the same cannot be done openly, I will secretly use the poisonous blah blah poisonous cup, the strangless cord, the steel of the poignard, the gun, or the leaden bullets, the steels of the poignard, regardless of the honor, rank, dignity, or authority of the persons, whatever may be their condition in life, either public or private, as I at any time may be directed to do, to do by. So anyway, so when I'm saying Jesuit, don't take me lightly. Please don't take me lightly, okay? Don't take me lightly, okay? Don't take me lightly, okay? Don't take me lightly. I know y'all see it. Don't take me lightly, okay? My video is absolutely going in a way I did not think it was going to go. Do not take me lightly. Do not take me lightly. Do not take me lightly. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. The charismatic leader, okay? To me, that was pants, but anyway. It's got a lot of people out here trying to wake people up to not just about Revelations or Daniel's, but it's way more than that. 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 And I appreciate any help that I get on the quest of figuring this stuff out. Human condition. Human beings are programmable, much like computers. Like a computer, if a human being has a bad file system format, or you picked up, you were trained when you were young, now you're old, you're still in that format. Conditions during a child's formative years, like the Skinner box with the rat in it. A bad operating system culture. A bad software program, let's say rigid dogmatic beliefs, their output behavior on the screen life will also be bad and will contribute to deteriorating conditions on a mass scale. Like a computer, the behavior of a human being will largely depend on its programming, okay, the quality of the information put into it, which enables it to proceed and create efficiently. Now the game still can be reset, but it doesn't have to be reset the way they want it. The world doesn't have to blow up. The world doesn't have to end and such. All these people going to perish. No. Wake up. Oh, sleepers. Stop giving them what they wrote that they want. You say, well, I have nothing left if I don't follow along what they say that I've been programmed as a child. Train them up in the way they should go. When they old, they won't depart from it. They say train them up in the way they should go. Program them in the way they should go. And when they old, they won't depart from that program, from that file system. And that's any man-written, pen-inspired book. Any. And the truth a lot of times offends. But I'm still going to put it out there. Because my nature is to love. Now, when garbage goes in, garbage comes out. When quality goes in, quality comes out. You got to rise above the matrix. You got to rise above the poison. You got to rise above being put under the spell. You got to rise above seeing something that's obviously not something that's supposed to be beautiful. The serpent, the reptilian, pharma, big pharma, pharmaceuticals called spells, MK Ultra. You know this. Yet somehow you look at, because Moses held the staff up with a snake on it, somehow you looking and thinking that's beautiful. It was not beautiful. It was not beautiful. Because they lifted their eyes up to a serpent. We ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there. Because some folks can't handle that. Let's see here. Anything else I want? So this is this guy I was talking y'all about from Tamil. This guy. Okay. Where is his? See here, down here, early life and education. Tamil Baram family. Remember Vivek. Remember Vivek. Remember Vivek. The guy that's running this, that's over the charge over the Google that I'm using right now. Good morning. How you doing, Sundar, sir? You can't make this stuff up, but I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna call it out. Why should I? Cause Tamil Nadu, y'all see it? Early life education. This is Kamala's mom. You can't make this stuff up. Well, why am I talking about the Middle East, or why I'm talking about on that side of the world? Because they trying to bring that side of the world over here. And if you don't stop thinking the world gonna end, you can't reset the game to fortify finishing your game here like a champ. Like more than a conqueror. Stop being conquered. Finish your game. And then once you finish your game, and you finish your game aware who you be, an eternal being, one with all. Some people want to be low frequency. Some people want to be high frequency in this game. Some people want to walk in darkness. Some people want to walk in understanding. Some people want to see through the veil. Some people don't want the odds to be in control of them, look like an alien with a big head. That's why Toto removed the veil. Toto was a beast of the earth. He was a dog. You rotate the word dog backwards, it gives you God. God is just a beast of the earth. It's just a terminology. It's the lowest form of reality. But people are exalting that term because you don't have eyes to see, nor ears to hear what your own spirit is trying to say to you. So y'all want to know, why did they try to get rid of this guy, both of these guys, Trump and Biden? It's because they're both Jesuits, and because they try to hit Trump in the bullseye, keep him out the game, to like mess him up to the point where he won't even be able to come back in a Trump position if he wants to be recycled. Biden's messed up too. They just, anyway, it's because of course they're Jesuits, and because they're done with their role. And both of them helped the pop out warp speed. Biden was bragging the other day on the 5th of October 2024. He bragging again about that. And Benjamin Netanyahu got a whole needle on his desk parading that he gave all those people over there in the land called Israel. The I mean, these people are a hot mess. Let me give y'all an example of what I be talking about when I say a dome world. Here we are in a domed world. Yes, we are. Hi, how you doing? Star Trek. So much that could be said. So all of these don't got no internet. Oh, you know, there you go. Elon Musk and Bill Gates. But Elon Musk, don't trust that man. 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 Check this out. I did this. I was gonna do a video on this one, but I just didn't have time. So it says Amir blah 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 32's theater, of course. So the Masons, you got 23, 22, 21, that's 66. That has everything to do. This is going to be part of the Decode too. Israeli officials are preparing a significant retaliation against Iran following Tuesday's ballistic missile attack. Targets are expected to include Iran's oil industry, air defense system, and for some reason, these folks right here showed up in this Decode for the goddamn stuff you see. Okay. Interesting. I was a little set back on that. I was like, I couldn't believe it. How Oh, glad you asked. How? Let me get to it. Once again, of course. And this guy here. How he doing, huh? Judge with order? Mm-hmm. Check this out. I thought this was neat. But I tell you, when I see some stuff, I be like, wow. And of course, I go a different route than some of these other people that do this. But I like to just sort of kind of show you some stuff I know. Remember the 8? The 8? The infinity, the number 8 sideways I was talking about earlier? Okay. And then let me go back to the cipher real quick. But I'll give y'all a chance to look at that. Alright, so I may just run through it because I don't want to make it too long. I think I made it pretty long already. Vivek Ramaswamy was 78. So let's get rid of a lot of these right quick. Take a good look. 66. 66. I need to go over 66 with y'all real quick because I know I just left that out there hanging. Let me hit 66 real quick just to give you a clear understanding of why I brought it up. 66 has to do with Donald J. Trump, Prince of Princes, and 66. Let me look at this other 66. The 66 should have a lot attached to it. Let me flip this cipher over right quick. I'm looking at my binder right quick. I want to clear y'all understanding up a little bit. Vivek Ramaswamy, Lunar, Shoe Event, Pharaoh, Length, Debit Card, Careful Type, Queer, Beast, Title, Envy, Lakers, Ancient, Italian Floor, Sodom, Single, Neuron, Sugar, Islamic, Wedding, Alcohol, Twin. These are all the cipher. Anubis, Lost, Moloch, Freedom, Happy, Family, Blessed, Woman, Rush. I need to cut the light on. Qualifta, The Abyss. What else? Anything else on there? I'm about to stick that back in the thing once I'm finished. I just want to swing through that real quick for y'all. Remember these people, y'all. It's all part of the programming for this. All of it. I sort of kind of gave y'all like a little a cheat sheet right now by showing you the pictures. I know people are more easier to learn through pictures. So, you know, easy to learn through the pictures. The tower is your understanding, your language, your speech, and if it's in P, your understanding is in P, then they can just manipulate you and go into your matrix, okay? This is what it is. The matrix runs deep. They want you to bow to the beast. Look at this beast here, Monkey Man. But the beast of the sea and the beast of the land, they just don't want you to have a higher understanding of anything. Sad but true. Sad but true. That's that number 8 I was talking about earlier. Getting that 15-20 minute city available, 12 minute city, whatever. All of this theatrics with this stuff here, that's just part of the programming. But please understand, Mark of the beast himself is at the right over there. And they're all working with him. It's a good summary for your mind. That's him. All of them work with him. They're running that money with that fiat currency, that oil, you know. Pope Francis act like he's such an angel, but I'm sure he'll move out the way for pizzeria. So this other guy, he's on the SKV exceptions. This Ricky Parcel. Let me show you Ricky Parcel real quick. This guy here. I was like, okay, what the heck does a 49er have to do with the guys that do Gematria Decode ciphering for sports? Y'all may have to look into this one. I looked and said, okay, I know I can pull more information about this guy. However, he's 24. Let me look at 24 real quick. He's 24. So let me look at real quick and see what what do I have on 24, if anything. 24 is mpox and CAT. What is that? Oh, it's a medical spells, Egypt, English ordinal cat. He was born, check this out, September 9th in 2000. So he's 24 years old, of course, that's correct. But he was born on a 9/11. 9/11. Is that important? I would say it is. I'm sure it's more to him than that. SF. 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 I'm looking at his cap, y'all. Let's just leave that little piece alone for a moment. Let me run him up compared to which one I'm gonna run him up to. I'm gonna run him up with I was looking at something else. Whose name is that? Okay. With 78. So give me a moment. All right, so we're at Asheville, North Carolina, back on track. This is just how I do, people. 78 Chaldean Septenary 78. So over here, Ricky Partial, we see SKV exception 78. Let me move his cipher to the correct cipher down at the bottom so y'all can see. All right, so you see how it's made. 2 words, 13 letters. Of course, 13 letters is CIA. Cipher. Yeah, Ricky. Part of the program. Those who do gematria in sports, something's gonna go on with this guy. An emergency. All right, so let me move on from him. Let me put in a date, and this date has everything to do with the stock market crashing, and those folks who already know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. All right, let me do something else. All right, so on August 5th this year, 2024, the Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ slide amid global sell-off. Tech shares lead broad decline. Japan's Nikkei plunges 12%, most since 1987. So y'all see what happened on August 5th. Now everything has to do with money. For the love of money is the birthplace of all kinds of low frequencies. Okay. A stock market sell-off extending around the world. This is why it's very important. Around the world, it's a global thing. U.S. index sliding and volatility spiking. Okay. There's so much that can be said here. Okay. So much that can be said here. But this is a very, very important moment. But what does this have to do with Asheville, North Carolina? Well, 1 minute things fine, the next minute things are sliding off into a great decline. Amidst the earth being sold to the beast system, other things happen. See, part of the program. All right, August 5th. Let me highlight it for those people who are in-house. August 5th, reverse 78. Okay, that's part of the program. Okay, just part of the program. Let me do that for you so you can see it clear. Okay, 5 is half of a doorway, half of a pole, half of a tower. Okay, and 73 also is really another doorway, but it's another doorway. I deal with numbers so much, understanding what numbers mean, studying numbers, reading about numbers, reading about history, reading about when did they do this war? When did they do this attack? When did this person get born? Why is this person's name like this person's name? Why is Donald J. Trump's name like Donald J. Harris name? Why is Donald J. Harris and Donald J. Trump name so similar, and they're surrounded around the same person like Kamala Harris? How is it that Kamala Harris competing against Donald J. Trump and her father's name is Donald J. Harris? Interesting. One's a Marxist and one's a fascist. Interesting. All right. And if you worshiping somebody as your savior, and I offend you because I don't look up to Kamala's father, the Donald, and I don't look up to the Donald, well, it is what it be. I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes. I'm just standing 10 toes down, baby. I'm just standing 10 toes down. I'm standing straight on all my feet. I'm going to stand until I finish this game, and nobody going to move me off this game. I'm not even concerned about losing this channel. You know why? Because I'm wise as a serpent, gentle as a dove. I know now how to use this device. And you know 90% of my subscribers aren't even female. Yeah, that says a lot. Maybe it'll change. I'm sort of serious, so I understand why. All right, so anything else I want to deal with that? Let's move on to we're gonna move on to 106. Now this is going to explain to you more so of the what do they call it, it's going to give you the wording, the definition of what the program wants to happen to this place and why it happened to this place. Okay, remember early in the video I showed you the brain, and I showed you the reptilian, and the brain stem, and I showed you all the emotions, the thoughts. Now you're going to see the thought of the person who programmed this to happen. It's not for anybody's glory. It's just to have you perplexed. It's to have you perplexed. Because remember, we're all one. None greater. None greater than you. I know that's hard to accept when we've been programmed to believe that we're just really grasshoppers that are supposed to be really more than conquerors. Not through anybody, but just knowing. Gee whiz. All right, give me a moment. All right, so here we have Asheville, North Carolina. Asheville, North Carolina. Reduction 106. Put that one on there. 106. 1101010. Door. Begin a new door. 653. Hell's at the door. Mean trouble. Okay. Sorry. So. All right. So. Reduction 106 right here for those who are wondering. Keypad 106. So we have two ciphers that sit on Asheville, North Carolina. Now remember I said this is going to show you, it's almost like the beginning and the end of the program. Okay? For this, you don't have to accept it. You don't have to accept it. You got to know it. And now that you know it, we can change that. We'll change it. If you lay down and give up and go into chaos, you can't rise above it. The storm. You got to tell the storm to pass. Storm you won't last. Say, you can't last. Now that you have eyes to see. Now that you've been told. Say, that's why I'm here in the game called life. All right, so we have ordinal 106 over here. Okay, let me click on that real quick. All right, so prophecy So is prophecy something that an Elohim speaks, or is prophecy something that a prophet speaks? Is prophecy something that is holy, that can be changed, that can't be changed? Is prophecy The Simpsons? Is prophecy all these different cartoons? Is prophecy gematria? What is prophecy? Hmm? 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 Because this wasn't penned in anybody's book, the specific. Hmm? So who penned it? Who wrote this in the program? Hmm? Hmm? Everything's penned by man. Everything's penned by those under the dome, under the firmament, that live in the heavens or lives in those places called hell. Hmm? Everybody's part of the game that lives under the firmament, inside this firmament. Hmm. So they're saying prophecy. Now let's see what else it's going to say. Not that these people earned. It's the reason why you see such people in authority that just they don't care. It's because they know somebody programmed this through technology. Hmm. Give me a minute. All right. You see it? Destroy. Ordinal 106. What is it? What is it? It's in the program. We're in the matrix. If you think that it's a God or an Elohim that's doing it, through the hands of men, through technology, why? Is this the first time? What about Maui? What about Palestine? What about Flint? Just asking a question here, people. Let's move on to Cipher 115. This one's finna get deep. I'm finna identify players that are intricate. 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 That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. I won't go in any more than that because it's not necessary. You got to have eyes to see. You got to be able to see it for yourself. Give me one moment. All right. So, wow. I've been up since 4. It's 7:44 at this present moment. October the 6th, 2024, just to keep clock of time. My videos go long sometimes, but this is called a labor of love, because that's what my aura is. Purple love, baby. Nothing but love here. Quite misunderstood. Almost like a hermit. But my life is beautiful. I have a wonderful, beautiful husband who plays his role as my husband. I play the role as a wife. And we're definitely winning this game called life. We're winning it, baby. Trying to help some other folks sort of kind of come to their senses. All right, so we see here reverse 115. We see Lucifer. For those who don't know who Lucifer is, this character has as much power if you give this character. Okay? Let's move on to the next ordinal. Let me stick it in here right quick. We're dealing with 115, remember? 115. Shishan, the statue of the Virgin of blah blah blah. Look up Shishan. Statue of the Virgin. Okay. Give me a minute. Let me change up something real quick. On 115, I'm finna indicate this person twice over. Understand that everybody name you see is part of the program, and their role they're playing may simply be to block you from being able to put information out. Okay? Yeah. All right, so we see Mark Elliott Zuckerberg. He's part of the program. What role does he play? What role does Lucifer play? I'm saying. The crazy thing is that he's KV exception and SKV exception. It means twice. Interesting. What role will his technology play in this? Interesting. We shall find out. He may be in the news pretty soon. Let me look at something else right quick. So we see killing, reverse, 115. All this down here is the same. So this is the reason why when I talk about stuff don't need the same, it doesn't need the same cipher name. It's because the binary line up. It's so much that lines up. It's so much that lines up. It's like, don't get stuck on the cipher's name. Okay? Don't get stuck on the cipher's name. But it is important. I kid you not on that. So y'all see that's what happened. Okay? I have another cipher in here, another decode in here, SKV exception, but that's just something I'll show in-house, actually in person. And so I'm talking to someone on this video right now. I'm going to show you something, and this is the reason why it was necessary for me to do this video, brother, just in case you wonder. All right, why did I spend this much time losing sleep behind something that just happened circumspectively, right? All right. You'll see. I'll show it to you when you get up. All right, so let's move to 124. I like doing things sequential. I like to do from the small to the large, or from the large to the small. That's just how I am. Okay, so we got Israeli Air Force F-15I. Okay. I don't even know if I want to go into any detail other than that. Y'all saw the picture I showed y'all earlier. Let me go back to that picture. Let me find it for y'all real quick. I'll let the picture speak, so I won't have to say too much, so my video will survive. So my video will survive. My video needs to survive, people. Okay? Okay? With possible assassination strikes. You say, well, that was something else. Laser, blah, blah, blah. But please understand. Please understand. Please understand. Even the towers. Please understand. Okay? Please understand. Alright. Without me saying too much to where my video won't even survive. Let's see. And then also we got SKV exception 120. Yeah, that one. And then we got single reduction 124. Let me add single reduction in here so y'all can see what I'm doing a little bit. Single reduction. I'm gonna add another cipher. Okay. It also was with 115, the Israel Air Force. That cipher I did earlier, 115. The Israeli Air Force was with that as well. The ciphers with reduction, for those folk who do ciphering. Then we KV exception 115 again was so Israeli. This Israeli Air Force blah blah is sitting in here. This video at least 3 or 4 times. Okay, I don't know if I want to show that. Do I need to show that? Do I want to go backwards? I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to prove nothing to nobody. For those in-house people, y'all know me. Y'all understand how I roll. You know I don't do stuff for money. I could care less about money. My husband takes real good care of me. In order for me to be able to do what I do. Yes, I am university educated, but that has nothing to do with anything. I prefer to finish this game before the reset and do it in a sufficient way. So, anything else I want to say about this 124? Let's see. Y'all saw earlier. Did I show y'all earlier that Lucifer? Yes, I did. And then I got confirmation again in the house about why I should be doing this video. I'll show you that one too. It's 115. The cipher is English ordinal. I'll show you that cipher as well, indicating that I need to do this cipher. Now this one was weird to me. Let me go and put in another one right quick. Okay, so Gen Z Goliath. Gen Z Goliath. Let me show y'all who he is. He's in Kenya. Is it Kenya? Because Kenya right now is requiring people to get a chip, newborns and their citizens. Completion. Gen Z Goliath. Remember the fallen frequencies, the fallen angles in the frequency, the fallen, we call them angels, but they're angles. They're like fallen angles, lines, lasers, powers in the heavens, principality, powers, rulers of darkness, spiritual wickedness in high places. Yeah. You don't have to physically fight against people, remember, but people are involved. But principalities, powers, rulers of darkness of this age, spiritual wickedness in high places. I say low places and in between places, because there are things that live inside the domed earth and things that live in the clouds that are called Elohims. Okay, so let's look at him real quick. Now, why is he involved? I did a video on this guy. Go look at it. Because they're doing this whole fanciful thing about him right now, and a few other folks like him, and it's interesting. I need to be able to look at his pictures, but anyway. Elite on his shirt. 23. Let me look at 23 real quick. I already know what that is, but let's look at it right quick. 23 on his shirt. It'll fill in the gap in the program. So let's see. The program, MPOX reduction, MPOX single reduction, MPOX KB exception, MPOX KBV exception, W or 66. We saw 66 earlier. What did I talk about when I said 66 earlier? The planes. Yeah, 6-6. The abyss. I am. In. Fake. VV. Void. Hebrew. Interesting. 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 What he's let's see on here, from 7th through the 11th of October. What are they talking about? What is this? I can't see it. I'm not one of these people that, I'm not a youngster. Let's put it like that. We have kids in the, anyway. I call them kids, but okay. You know, I'm just not young. The number 8 again, I see. He's 3. Spirit, soul, body. He's showing him off a lot. Look for his brother. This has everything to do with 67. 67. They showing him off. What are they trying to say over there? Has everything to do with over here. 67. The Jesuit. Is that the Jesuit order? Chad, you know it probably is. The Jesuit order. Benjamin Netanyahu. So let's look at let me take out time. Make sure I'm doing this, seeing this correct. Which one? Where is it? 67. Okay. Wrong one. Okay. Let's see. I'm sitting. Coming of the Mahdi, 67. Freemasonry, 67. Reversing reduction. Joseph Lapadu. Joseph Lapadu is actually, I got a picture of this guy. He is advocating against the pow. That's how I have to say it. Or, I've learned to humble myself and outsmart the computer. Where is Joseph? Joseph is 67 with a whole bunch of other stuff. Joseph's, where are you, Joe? Joe, where are you, Joe? I know I got a picture of him. I did several videos on him, hoping that he sticks it through. He hasn't got the pow, so he won't be stagnating in his understanding, get marked up in his forehead. You don't want to get marked up in your forehead because you don't want to be get entangled with these people. This is what they're trying to do with the pow. They want to entangle you, quantum entangle you. Okay, you do not want to be quantum entangled, period. And if you do not understand what I'm saying, well, if you don't care what I'm saying, well, during this time there was a lot of discrimination going on. A lot of discrimination going on. So much going on. So much was going on. So much was going on. That wasn't even the one being used, but it is what it be. Where is Joseph? I may have to move on from Joseph. But I think everybody knows Joseph. He's from Florida. Here he is. I did a video on him. Florida Advises. Okay. And this is September 16, 2024. I'm not showing you anything over here, people. Okay. And a long time ago, 2019 or 2020. I say a long time ago, but anyway, it feels like it. I had did a video in regards to the vowels used to have numbers on them. They don't have numbers on them anymore. I decoded those numbers on the vowels, and it was all about that beautiful mandatory 666. Okay. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Trying to help y'all people out. Trying to help you out. That's all I can do. I can't force nobody to trust me. I can't force nobody to I don't need you to believe in me. I need you to pay attention. Believing for children. Believing is for children. That's in the imaginary world. I need you to know so that you can make yourself free. Okay? So this truth will make you free. Okay? Wow. Okay. He has another number, 7, completion. I don't know what that number is. 25, that's a doorway. What is that he's showing? Interesting. Anyway, I was going to say something on that, but I won't. Okay, that's what they're talking about. Oh, I do have a picture of him and Trump. I did a video of him and Trump. Let me show y'all this right quick, because I don't know why I hadn't showed y'all this. So y'all look at that for a second, okay? While I see can I find him and Trump. Because he represents the concept of the fallen giants. So that's why they bring him back up, because he represents the concept of the fallen giants. Okay? Remember he wore 23? Okay? Okay, okay. Understand. Pharmaceutical spells, people. Frequency. They mess with. They can loosen your understanding. They can cause chaos. I'm just trying to help y'all out. And when I was saying, have I brought her name up yet? Her name's gonna come up. Okay. This is who she represents. Half human, half demon. Okay. That's just what it is. She's riding on that beast, but she's not the harlot to church. She's a physical harlot. Okay. They have this double triple thing they do in the game because they have their jokes. Okay. Um, if I can't find them, moving on. Oh, in my last video I did, Joan Pierre got caught lying about the monies that female actually gave to the immigrants out of these people just lie. Raggedy Ann just lies, because that's what I call her at this present moment. Let me have to move on. Understand that when they give you something, it can go straight to your dome. Okay? Go straight to your dome, your forehead, your dome. Okay? Trying to help y'all out here. I trying not to even come out here on any of this, but it's just like, gee whiz. You have to say something. You just can't sit here and okay, y'all. Let me move on to something else. Let's see. Lucifer, prophecy, destroy, August 5th. What else I got? Ricky Parcel, Doug Imhoff, Vivette Rami Swami, Gen Z, Goliath. Okay, so who is this? This is Kamala. So let's deal with Kamala real quick. All right, let me get my we're gonna deal with 128 now. All right, so we have Kamala Harris. Now, this is her original name. For those folks who don't know, her name got changed because explains where she comes from. Tamil, that's a special name. So in order to hide her history, her family was definitely smart enough, her mom was smart enough to change that name. Somebody changed her name, smart enough to change that name. Let me see, can I find a birth certificate for those folks who worship people, and you need to see, to know, forget to believe in stuff. Here it is. Should I show y'all Kamala first? Let's see. Where's Kamala? Should I show y'all Kamala first? Y'all know who Kamala is. Okay. Not Kamala. It's Kamala. Like the harlot she is. Remember that. Say it with me. Come. Allah. That's how you can remember it. Okay? That's how I remember it. The harlot that she is. Kamala. Not Kamala. Not come Allah. Like, come here, Allah. Come, Allah. Come soon. Come to the earth, Allah. No. Come. Allah. Exactly. It is what it is. It ain't my fault. So, her name got got changed. I mean, you can do that if you want to, as a parent. This is the name I'm using. For those folks who really don't quite understand why I'm using that name, I really don't have to explain to you why I'm using what I'm using, because you ain't paying me. You ain't doing nothing for me. But I'm a kind person. She was born in 1964. She was born in, let's attach it to what she's born to. English Ordinal Israel, reverse reduction, Kitty Army, which Elon Musk put out there on his Twitter page. Single reduction or X page, whatever. Kitty's Army. That's EHP exception, EP exception, reverse single reduction, Kitty's Army, reverse reduction, Kitty's Army. You got Zion Thalima, which is magic, a spell that most of the Hebrews are under through the synagogue of Satan, the Nazi Jews. They just got you. The Zionists just got y'all on a spell, because y'all don't even realize that even though you're an eternal being, that you don't have to destroy anybody. You don't have to serve these Elohims. You need to wake up so then the game can end and we all can be the one we're supposed to be. Okay? And then we got keypad James David Vance 64. Okay, so he's part of that program with the 1964, but let's just say 64. Remember I was talking about her dad's name was Donald. For the other people that don't know what I was talking about, the ghost, Jay Harris. Jamaican, but he's not Jamaican black. He's Jamaican Irish. Okay? He's Jamaican Irish. Thanks, Owens. Appreciate you, girl. India. Okay, mom. Shy. Mullah. Shy. She's Caucasian in color. Okay? So you think Indians wouldn't consider themselves Caucasian? America's the most different place on the whole entire planet. We're just different. Just totally different. Okay? Kamala was raised in Canada. Cold climate. I don't know too many melanated people that want to be over there because it's sort of cold. But there are some. Okay? Well, it is what it is. Let's move off of that. I'm only showing it for my in-house. So if it looks like I'm proving anything, in-house. To the people that know that I'm not about bull crap. Okay? Remember, all these people are Jesuits. Anybody I'm showing you, they're Jesuits. Okay? Please do understand that. Please understand that if I put this guy's name in here, I'm sure BlackRock will pop up. But we ain't going to deal with them right now. The World Economic Forum loves him. Okay? I could say something else, but I won't. At 128. Now, check this out. Give me a second. All right, so here we have Mar-a-Lago. Part of the program, people. Part of the program. This is giving a definite, clear indication of... Let me show you something real quick. Okay, so a lot of stuff is about either preventing something from manifesting or trying to get the game to go a certain way. Did I show y'all this already? Yeah, please remember that. Let me go in a little bit so y'all can see it. Please remember that human beings are programmable, particularly between the age of 1 and 7. Okay? You're welcome. When you hear me say the game called life, this is what I'm talking about. Okay? We're on a flat plane, 4-cornered plane of existence with a dome. Okay? It could be a circular plane of existence, but it has a dome. Okay? And there are outer domes. We're not the only dome. So when they say, oh, this ship is coming from something's coming from far, far away, and they're going through their dome to get to our dome, but it's not as deep as you think. These people, actually, the water also is a wormhole location as well. You know, there's stuff in the sea, the water too, like Leviathan and all that. But anyway, and I'm not afraid to say that. Some people are, but to each his own. To each his own. To each his own. Look at this. The Illuminati card game. Enough is enough. That's what MSNBC just said the other week. I did a video on that. Georgia Guidestones. I was talking about that earlier. Them proclaiming, declaring, and decreeing. It dismantled July 6th. Oh boy. Let me look at that right quick. Let me see. What are they talking about? 76, July 7th. That's 76. Kamala Harris, Ryan Westlaw Roth, Mpox. Reinworth or Roth 76 is KV exception for those who do gematria, and reduction for Ryan Risley Roth, the guy that was at the golf court trying to do his role, MK Ultra role, mind control role, programmed role, scheduled role. I know it just sounds like I'm just conspiracy, right? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do believe in conspiracies, baby. I believe all things people sit down and discuss it when it has to do with a grand scheme or a grand agenda or a grand plan. Oh, yes, I do. And why do I say that? Well, I'm so glad I talked about it. Times News cover how Kamala knocked Donald Trump off the course. This is literally, you can go look it up, people. Okay, it's not my fault. Before it happened, Time said Trump was in trouble at the golf course. Of course, you know, that's Trump's not shaped like that, but anyway, that is him. But anyway, Time cover 9/11. Remember earlier I was talking about the 9/11? Whose name was that? Was a 9/11? That basketball player. Is he a basketball player? What is this dude? Football player? What was the guy's name? I'm not into sports because my husband isn't into sports since he woke up to that. We've let go so much. And life is still beautiful. What is the dude's name? The little young guy. What is his name? Give me a second, y'all. Some of y'all probably already hollering it. Ricky Parcel. Remember that 9/11 thing for he was born September the was it September the 9th? 2000? Something like that. Yeah. Alright, so anyway, let's move this out the way. Alright. Y'all see the guy, Georgia Guidestones got knocked down. I think it was at 333. 333 definitely is an important number. Let me look at what that was. That video, that channel got removed, so I'm just going to go over the 333 anyway. Okay, yeah. So 333 EHP exception. 49ers first round draft pick shot in San Francisco. Interesting. Wow, okay. That was one of my ciphers. Interesting. What's this 322? Is that Skull and Bones? Skull and Bones 322? Isn't Skull and Bones 322? March 22nd, 322? 322. 322. Is that Skull and Bones? Y'all, I'm going to leave it alone, but I really think that's Skull and Bones. I think that's Skull and Bones 322. Oh my, I'm really interested now. Can someone tell me if that's 322? I wanna pull a tab. Let me pull a tab real quick. Let me pull a tab. Let me take it over here real quick. 322. 322. Is that Skull and Bones? Let's see. I should have a video of that. Shouldn't I have a visual of that? God dang. Yeah, okay. Remember, Kamala's husband graduated. Vivek graduated from Yale as well. So, yeah. Skull and Bones is known as the Order 322, the Brotherhood of Death. So, you wonder why a lot of people in positions they're in. Well, here you have it. Okay, so it is what it is. I mean, me get a bigger image so those people who may be interested in why, what the guy name is, John Kerry would be at the Davos, the World Economic Forum, talking about the First Amendment is getting in the way of them being able to do what they need to do. You know, literally, these people say stuff like that, and they mean it from the depths of their soul. Okay. From the depths of their soul. Now remember, it used to be a conspiracy. A conspiracy. That these folks was devils. But I'm sorry. Oh, it's just a conspiracy. You keep on being a child if you want. Just keep on being a child if you need to be. Keep on being a child if you need to be a child. Just keep on being a child if you need to be a child. I'm giving you a chance to look at this stuff, y'all. Mm-hmm. 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 George Bush wasn't as dumb as you thought. Mm-hmm. 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 Y'all wondering what's going on with the money. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. Just saying. It's because you don't have enough knowledge. This is the reason why you call everything conspiracy, because you don't have enough knowledge, and you have to humble thyself. You have to just admit, I have just been sleep. I have just been sleep. I have just been sleep. I've been K-Saron my life. And the fact that I have to face this stuff now is almost enough to break you down. But guess what? You're going to make it through. Weeping may endure for a night, but you can bring your joy back in the morning. All right? You're going to have to be the one to do it. Loved ones can help you. Going deep within can definitely pull you through. You're going to have to accept that this whole system we're living under in the United States Incorporated is founded on the bonesmans and Jesuits who don't give a darn about you. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. And why would they worship death? Because they can be reincarnated and come back. And they'll be in authority when they come back. Say, they'll be in authority when they come back. They can still choose to be in authority when they come back. I mean, for them, why not come back? They get to be in charge. They get to play important roles because they have the secret knowledge. They have the occultic knowledge. They have the hidden knowledge. They know. They know. Why you think the Simpsons cartoon, the guy that does the Simpsons, he knows. He knows that you don't know. But you think you know. You think you have eyes that can see. You think you have ears that can hear. You just think it. And then you wonder why they can do what they do when they do what they do. How they got the power of the air. How they working with the power of the air. This is interesting. Let me look at this real quick. I've never seen this before. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me make this bigger. Quite interested. Especially, I already know people that watch. Sometimes it's hard to see. Skull, George Bush, of course. Hidden sign and symbols of the Illuminati secret society. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's all about dumbing you down. So you got a pyramid in Mexico, Egypt, Indonesia, India. Shrines made the same way. But also we have them in America too. You don't hear about that. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Especially around the Mississippi River. Alright, let's get off this real quick. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole too far. Yes, we were talking about Mar-a-Lago. You know, but anyway. 128. Did I show y'all that? Capital Mix 128. And then we got Asheville, North Carolina. Reverse reduction 128. Just in case I didn't do that. And let's see what else I need to show y'all. Is that the only one? So let's go to 133. Almost finished. Awesome. Give me a moment. So you're going to see some names pop up here. And some locations. Twice actually. And just understand that they don't love us. And if you're not standing 10 toes down in this game to keep your family on solid ground, no one else going to keep your family on solid ground. No one else. You, your community, your loved ones have to tag team and make it happen. And those folks that maybe that are part of this big web system that may want to seem like they want to help, fine. But let me show you something real quick before I forget. The judge of order is closing out the show. I love that statement that Watchman says. Society of Jesus 56 full reduction, and Satan's Ministers 56 full reduction. So you can even put Kamala, but I got a picture of Kamala. What am I saying? If you don't do the programming, this can happen. If you don't do your part, they took the oath. If you don't do your part, they know this will happen. They've already laid it out in the cartoons. They know it will happen. Period. All the actors. Okay. All the actors. Alright. I'm going to do these last two. So we're going to do 133. So let me go in here and quickly do that real quick. So the most important thing, y'all heard me say James David Vance on another something earlier, but it was just in my binder. We're going to do ordinal on him real quick and just get that out the way. And remove this one real quick so y'all can see it. Okay, so he's part of the programming, whether good, bad, or ugly. You have to figure that out. But please always remember who's playing in the program. Please, y'all, if y'all don't remember nothing else, old girl right here simply trying to tell you, fear is stopping a lot of you from becoming back one with self, and those who have awakened already out of the domed firmament matrix. They've left out of this mindset. I want to finish this game. I want to finish this game. Let me do something else real quick that may amaze you. Maybe this is who they trying to hurt. Their own brotherhood. See that? See? Let's see. 1911. CIA, Catholic intelligence agents. Exactly. All right. Same cipher over here. Same cipher. Okay. Same. I always say same. It's the same. So why sweat it? Let me see what this one is real quick. Have I done this one already? So we have Chaldean cipher. Watch this. This is going to be weird, but it is what it is. Let me change the cipher real quick so I won't have to waste time. Change the cipher. I spent a lot of time on this. It's 8:34. But at the end of the day, I'm always trying to figure out a way not to have to do videos anymore on this channel. But this was sort of kind of guns. What is this? Gunshots. It's gunshots. Yeah, I'm sorry. Shots in his fist. Okay. Yeah. There you have it. Okay, so y'all see that? That was something, that was a statement made about Trump. Okay? When he got shot at. Okay? That's 133. I'm trying to see, do I have a picture for that? Not sure if I do. It'd be nice if I did. I'm going through the file right now. It'd be nice if I did. So I got so many. I'm sure I did a video on it already. Let me show y'all this collage real quick. Isn't that something? Seems like what we're going through, right? Program, baby. Number program. Let me show y'all this. All these people are Jesuits. Y'all know who that is? See that dragon on his six, that S6 up there, that dragon. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. Look like Diddy and TD Jakes hugging up there on that picture where Elon Musk standing by Pope Francis. Is that Loyola, the guy? Loyola? Interesting. 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 Anything else I want to show? Let's see here. Let's see. I got to see what ciphers this is right quick. I know that cipher means suicide, but anyway. Let's or sacrifice for Biden, 46. That's why Biden was sacrificed. He was 46. Absolutely tedious. It's like people are a trip. So yeah, it is easy to, when you do decode, it's real easy to be offended because people don't really understand how hard it is to do this. The monies you have to put towards getting the devices, getting all the stuff you need. I'm sitting here on a desktop with 2 screens and big binder and eyeballs hurting. But I might as well. I do this for myself first and foremost, but also I extend out wisdom, knowledge, and good understanding to I'm one, but the one that you are. If I love me, then I love you. If I want to stay in the right frame of mind, I feed me, but I can extend out and feed you because you are me. We all are one. Those who want to be low frequency, peddling around and hitting things for selfish reasons of just staying in the game, but they can do that if they want to. They can do that if they want to. It would be nice if they just wouldn't have to kill, steal, and destroy in the process of staying here. But I guess to them it's no fun unless they can do that kind of stuff, I guess. Isn't that interesting? 322 reverse. Interesting. So we got government. Okay? Y'all, this stuff, I'm just saying. I'm not gonna. Y'all know what the government is, and you know who in there right now. So, and you saw the name earlier. I should have put Biden in here and see what he's about. But I'll leave old boy alone because I know he tired and barely can remember stuff. 133 White House. Okay. Anything else I want to deal with on that? 133 twice. Calding. Let's look at Calding 133. What name of let's just put the cipher Calding. I'm talking to y'all, but I'm really talking out to myself, making sure that I don't waste my time. I'm supposed to cook breakfast this morning for the family. Glad my husband's sleeping a little late. Okay. A Central Intelligence Agency or Catholic Intelligence Agency. I call it the Catholic one because that's the harlot. Okay, that's the harlot, It just is what it is. She has so many soldiers. Do I want to look at 146? 146 reversing reduction. Let's go to reversing reduction here. Switch out real quick. Okay. So y'all see that 146. That 46 does something to me because I know it's sacrifice even without the 1. It's just another way of doing gematria. My mind knows other stuff that belongs with other stuff because I see it so much. My husband's really snoring back. Baby, I am recording. So 1 word, 3 letters. That's that secret society thing. CIA 13. 146. Okay. Reverse caps added. Reverse single reduction over here. All right. Appreciate your time. Like, subscribe. Hit that bell if you want to. Appreciate you always for watching. Appreciate your time.